I forgot the last thing about that premiere is that you wanted to talk to Dylan Sprouse.
Yeah, of course
I love the
I
Sprouse
did.
twins.
I know, and Connor's friends with Dylan, and he refuses to introduce me.
Wait, I feel
Every
like you're the
single time.
intro with
No.
everybody between y'all, and this,
He
is
will
the, this was
not-
the hard no.
No.
Dylan
Connor
Sprouse, like of all
Connor
people?
gatekeeps me from a few select people, and
Really?
it's really,
No.
really
Why?
No,
What's
I've
the
been-
origin?
don't-
What? Like
Yes,
you're
you-
embarrassed?
She's
like what?
she's
Yeah,
making
exactly.
up a narrative.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Have you
What?
introduced me to Dylan Sprouse?
You want Dylan all to yourself?
I didn't
You
I don't
were
wanna say this on
speaking to him,
because
and I was there. I'm
Yeah.
clenching my fruit roll up right now in anger.
It's like sweating into your palm. Like a
Every
little-
time this has
like-
happened multiple times. I just want to say hi.
then go say hi.
Introduce me.
No, I didn't
I
want.
don't want to go up as a fan.
I wasn't there to socialize. I didn't want to talk to anyone.
But you were talking to him. Oh, by
They
the
came
way,
up
this
to
is my
me.
friend. So I
Which
don't.
one's dating the model?
Dylan.
Dylan,
Okay,
and
okay,
she was
okay,
there
okay.
too. I just
Well-
want to say hi.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. That felt really icky.
I know it's
Icky Vicky, you're
Ooh,
so
so
icky.
icky,
Just the sound of me around you makes me so sicky.
Speaking of Vicky, Victoria Paris is here today. You know her, you love her. We're so lucky to have her. Thanks for coming.
seriously. Vicky did not sit right with me. Do people ever call you
No,
Vicky?
Sorry.
no,
Victoria.
No, my brother's the one with the nickname, and I'm the one with the full name. I'm like,
Yeah.
you have to say it all the way through, Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me, you guys.
Thanks.
God, thank
for
you
coming.
so much for coming.
Yeah.
long time coming.
Such fans of you.
So you
Stands right back at you.
Thank you.
are
Thank you.
moving out here, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
You've been based in New York as long as I've known you. We
Yeah.
obviously go way back. First time meeting in person today.
Well,
Yeah.
you started in New York in one apartment. I feel like your apartment is a lot of your content.
Yeah, so I've lived in 2 apartments now on TikTok.
Right.
I was in like a 1-bed flex, my college apartment.
Uh-huh.
And then once I started doing TikTok full time, I moved into this huge studio in Tribeca.
Uh-huh.
And I've been in that since.
And it's just like the most insanely well decorated.
Yeah.
I'm so obsessed with your apartment, and I'm like really stressed about you moving here. Like, how are you going to get everything here? Are you going to get
Bruh.
everything here? What are you doing?
I mean, like, you know, I'm doing like the cliche corny influencer shit. I'm partnering with Roadway
Well, of
Movers.
course.
I'm getting that free move. Like, how am I moving here?
Of
Like, come
course.
on.
But are you bringing everything?
Okay, so I'm keeping my place. I renew my lease. But
Oh, you're
yeah.
going to be bi-coastal.
Yeah, but I'm subleasing it to my friend part time so that I can come whenever I want and whatever. But she's gonna like furnish it, so I'm not gonna leave a ton there, and it's free for me to move, so why not move everything?
Right.
My last apartment was furnished by Anthropology, and this new place is gonna be furnished by Urban.
Oh
So
my
it's
God.
I was gonna
same
say,
kind of thing.
dead ass. I promise you, there's no way for me to prove it, but I was gonna say your apartment seems like the love child of an Anthropology and an Urban Outfitters.
Yeah. No, it 100% is.
But is the orange couch coming?
yeah.
Oh,
That's the one.
That is all that matters.
I
to me.
bought that bad boy.
Good.
And the
I
wall
love that
and
one.
my dining room table. Yeah.
Yeah, your wall. Do you
Yeah.
need your wall here?
No, and my best friend's like, that thing is ugly as fuck. I'm taking it down.
No, I love your wall.
I love it too. She's like, I'm not sleeping in a Burger King crown though. And I was like, damn.
Mm.
I feel like you really have brought back color, because I feel like a lot of people's taste recently has just been like
the cloud couch,
cloud
like
couch.
minimalist,
Yeah.
like
minimalist.
yeah.
And like I really
This is the
appreciate.
color of my kitchen cabinet.
love that. Like, I
people
just-
hated that.
Yeah, no, I love it, and the
Thank
tiles
you.
too. I mean, you've really inspired me.
Yay!
Yeah,
With
Brooke's
your- I
Brooke's
know.
got a serious kink for the love or the iCarly set.
I do.
No way.
Yeah.
What
I
happened to
do.
your place then?
It's fine. But when I was like trying to decorate it, I was like, Connor, can you help me? Because I'm not very good at it, and he has a better eye than me, and he hated everything because it was like colorful and like furry and like leather, and then I moved forward with not asking him anymore.
When we were on Zoom, I was like, "Why is your house low key nice? Like put together." I was like, "What the?" I was like reading the painting in the background. It was like these guys with a sign that says "I want beer," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh!" And the podcast is at 9 a.m. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
they have their lives
No.
together."
Oh,
Like,
no.
Connor's house is like very like clean and white.
Yeah,
I like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like white because I can tell when there's like a bug.
Oh, fat.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
trust
Well,
me,
you
I
wouldn't
can
like
tell.
New York.
I can tell that there's a fly infestation in my kitchen,
Oh.
regardless of the color.
I
Yeah.
somehow I've gotten through a whole year of my apartment. I've not had a single bug in my apartment.
Are you like
Awesome.
like afraid of bugs?
No, it's more like when I lay in my bed at night and then start thinking, I'm like, there's probably a bug in here. And I don't know why it would need to go into my eye or my ear hole when I'm asleep, but I do have that feeling that I have trouble actually slipping
then, like,
away.
lay eggs in your brain and stuff.
Yeah, I do have that fear.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's irrational.
Mm-mm. Did you see the TikTok about the girl? She came home from vacation and she had this worm in her leg, and she like showed her sister, and she's like, "Look at this worm in my leg." And her sister's like, "Yo, healthcare is free here. Like, go get that checked out." And she's like, "Yeah." And a few weeks go by, and she's like, "Look, it moved. It's here now." And she's like, "And there's a second one." And so she finally goes to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Yeah, we could only get one out, and the other one migrated somewhere else in your body, and we don't know where it is."
My God.
That's
I could never just accept that and just be like, "A worm."
No, I would be
holy
like
shit. No, I can't even.
staking out in the ER.
Yeah.
I actually don't
Without
even.
my health
I would
insurance.
cut off the whole leg.
Yeah.
100%.
I'd say give me a ballpark where this worm is. Let's amputate today. I'll write a book.
Carve it out right now.
No, I'll get the leg off. I'll write a book about life with one leg.
That's a tough.
One leg and no worms.
I can't do worms. This is the second time worms have come up on our podcast.
Oh,
I think
tapeworms.
for sure.
Oh.
Even the word worm that has anything. I like earthworms. Oh no.
Oh, is this her?
Oh
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's the
no.
No, play it.
They don't show anything.
Oh.
She just talks, and her accent is so cute.
Always say, "Oh, are you and your siblings alike? Like, do you get on?" Let me tell you something about my sister, okay? She has a worm in her leg. This bitch travels a lot, and about 4 months ago, she noticed like a worm-shaped object in her upper thigh and thought, that looks like a worm. Now, she's better than me, because if I had noticed any
Better
than
worm-shaped
me too.
object,
But
I
she's
would
worse
give it
than me
4
too.
seconds.
You know what this reminds me of?
between
You know when someone
noticing
would
it
stab
and-
you in elementary school and there would be the little piece of lead?
Oh, I still
Yeah, I feel like everyone has a little piece of lead in their body. Yes. Is that just like we're accepting? We're just accepting it, like the lead. Yeah. Another thing about you, Victoria, that I love, you don't use a laptop. This came to our attention yesterday when we were Zooming.
Yeah, I like didn't have a laptop in high school. I think because my parents wouldn't buy me one, and so I was like, yeah, like a recurring theme in my life is needing to be different. And I was like, yeah, fuck everybody with laptops. Like, I don't need a laptop. Like, they're so extra. It's just a big iPhone. And then I kind of like just started doing everything on my phone. Like, even in high school, when I had to type up papers, I do Google Docs on my phone right before class because I was so last minute with everything. And then that kind of transferred into college because I never really onboarded using a laptop. And then I graduated from college, and I'm like, now I just feel like free from
Where'd you write your essays?
Google Docs on my phone.
On your
you can
You
format
just
it all in
typed
there.
the whole
Yeah.
essay on there?
Yeah, and you can like airdrop. And I would sit like outside of class because I'd always do the kid who did homework right before the teacher took it. So I'd sit like right outside of class and be like,
Did you take your notes in
know-
college in paper?
did not take any notes.
You
all
didn't take any
college.
notes, okay.
No, I mean I went to like a very easy college. So
Whoa.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I don't even check my email on my phone.
What about when you're like
love
in
my
bed
email.
and you need multiple devices, like one for like Netflix watching and one for like playing a game or something? That's
Again-
not your lifestyle?
again, pick me behavior. I have not watched TV in a minute.
Kidding.
Yeah, I feel like
Wow.
because I'm on my phone so much for work, it kind
Uh-huh.
of like turns me off to watching anything.
What do you do?
Yeah,
Read?
what do you do? Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you do?
Do you draw? Do you doodle?
I scroll through TikTok. I answer emails. I text my friends. I FaceTime a lot. I'm on Instagram. I don't really use Twitter that much, but I mean, my girlfriend's trying to get me to read because she's a big reader. We always are doing like wholesome crafts and like
Are you on Book
activities.
Talk at all?
Like the smut side.
Yeah,
of it, where they're
I
like
can't get off.
spicy, like porn talk, and I'm like, okay, should I read this? And I read the synopsis, and I'm like, okay, I'm fine.
I'm on there, and I've recently picked something up.
Well,
Not really. Do you know Colleen Hoover?
Yeah, I've heard.
She's like the main author that's on Book Talk. And I started, not to be one of those girls that's like, oh, I knew her before all of you, but I genuinely swear to God, knew her when her first book came out. And I was reading them in high school and I felt like not guilty, but I was like, why is like no one else? Why is everyone pretending to read like the bell jar? Like just like
The bell jar.
like just like be
Wait,
interested in
how
this
old
like
are you
smut.
guys?
26.
25.
Okay, 23.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I feel so old recently.
I'm like, what was I reading in high school? Like the Hunger Games.
yeah.
Oh,
Or maybe middle
yeah.
school.
You
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that
Maze
up.
Runner.
Did you guys have to do like a certain number of books and take a quiz on them at the end of the books in school?
No.
in middle school.
So we had it all through until I graduated high school.
Wait,
It's called AR points, and it was accelerated reader points.
were you in private school?
No.
Okay, that's surprising.
Yeah. Oh. Is it because of the look?
I don't know. It was more so your house. Your house gave like.
My house probably gives. It's probably something that could be diagnosed.
Just like
Well, where
OCD
was the
vibe?
public school? Like, where was it?
It was in like Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, so we had these books, or we had to read a certain amount of books, and that's why I'm the biggest advocate of judging books by their covers, in all facets, because there's a lot of truth to that. And I picked up Hunger Games because I thought the cover
So
art
good.
looked cool. It was like hunting and people
Big
fighting to death.
toxic masculinity stuff.
Well, it just like looked cool, but like there was like this like hero trope about the whole thing. And then 4 years later, it got super famous. But I had to read it.
You read it.
Yeah.
You're
I
saying
had-
you read it before.
Because I picked it up because
yeah.
it looked cool, and
Well,
that was that.
I love those Colleen Hoover books, but I'm starting to feel really bad because when I was reading them in high school, it'd be like, wow, I'm going to have this one day. These guys are so old. They're like 23, 24, and I'm going to have this romance. And now I'm like reading about younger people than me that are like getting married and just like being in love. So that's tough.
But then they just get divorced. Like, I
But-
literally have friends who like got married and they're getting divorced already. And I was like,
Really?
that was real quick. That was
Yeah.
so fast.
Well, you got to
So
knock
true.
out your first
I'm
divorce
so long
early.
game. Yeah.
Third time's the charm.
Third time is the charm. Divorce is a part of life.
The Catholic Church disagrees. But
Yeah, I think most churches probably disagree.
yeah.
There's no modern church that is built on divorce.
I think you can be Jewish and get divorced.
Yeah, 100%.
I know my
What
parents
is it?
are. I can vouch for them. What?
Reform? Is it reform? What are the
Yeah.
Reformation. I love the
The three
Reformation
branches
church.
of Judaism. Thanks for
My
asking,
dad's
Victoria.
Jewish, but I don't know anything about it. And people are
Reform is just like I feel like the
Yeah.
secular version.
what is secular?
like non?
Okay.
I guess non-religious.
Okay.
I would say.
Non-confrontation.
Non-denominational. No, non-denominational is just like no
Passive
religion.
aggressive.
There's the passive-aggressive
Yeah.
branch.
Secular.
There's
See?
the non-confrontational
Yeah.
branch.
Denoting attitudes, activities, or the other day I used neurotic wrong and I almost made my girlfriend cry. I was like, "You're being neurotic right now," and she's like, "Do you know what that means?" And I'm like, "Yeah, thorough." And she was like, "No, that's not what it means." And I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Did you mean like anal?
Yeah, like just like she reads the label top to bottom. She reads emails like all the way through, and I'm like, "Yeah, you're
Oh.
neurotic in that way."
Thorough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little piece.
She was like, "No, neurotic's like super negative."
Oh, I
like-
don't think. I think it can be like.
She's like, "It's a huge insult," and I was like, "I just meant thorough."
Oh yeah. I don't think it's a huge insult.
What's up, guys? We're going to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, one of our favorites, BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.
How well would you take care of your car if you had to keep the same one your entire life? That's how our brains work, so why don't we treat them that way? How we care for our minds affects how we experience life, so it's important to invest time and care into keeping them healthy.
There are plenty of ways to support a healthy brain, like learning a new language or taking power naps. There's also BetterHelp Online Therapy. I don't know if I told you this, but I changed my therapy day from Wednesday to Thursday. Yeah. So now I have therapy on Thursdays. Just letting you know
That's
for
cool.
the future in case
That's
that
cool.
affects.
I'm
Yeah,
also
because
still-
therapy is so important.
It's so important.
So it's important that you know when I have it
Tomorrow.
and when I'm bettering my mind.
Yeah, that's great.
Tomorrow.
It will work better.
Yeah, thank you.
BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat only therapy sessions. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours.
Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/BANDC. That's betterhelp.com/BANDC. Speaking of your girlfriend, you met her on BeReal.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Give us a little bit more of that.
So I was like still dating my ex at the time, my ex-girlfriend, my first girlfriend, and I had BeReal. I had like 10 friends on there at the time, and it suggests people to add, and like nobody had known about my account at that time, and so I guess like she has a bunch of mutual friends with my ex's mutual friends and my mutual friends, and so it suggested her to add me, and she added me, and I was like, who's this person? Because you know when like you have a big Instagram or TikTok, you don't really keep track of who follows you. And I was like, so I looked her up and I was like, damn, this girl's hot. And I turned to my ex and I was like, this girl's really hot. And she was like, she is. And then we started like following each other on BeReal. My last relationship ended, like a month went by. We started talking and that's how it happened.
Is your ex like phased by that?
No.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know. We don't really talk.
Oh. I guess that makes sense.
yeah. I don't know. Like, that was like a messy relationship. So yeah.
That's genuinely like on par to me, like being like, yeah, I met my girlfriend on Trivago. Yeah, I was just scrolling on Instacart and I met the love of my life.
I made a video about it and all these comments were like, yeah, like my dad met his wife on like eBay and they're like, I met my girlfriend on Airbnb, like she was my host, and all these
This is
people
what we
like
should be doing.
We have to branch out.
Yeah,
We
Raya's not cutting it anymore.
No, it's not.
There's something that's like an active turn off about, for me now, about like a guy being on a dating app. I'm like, why are you so desperate?
You as a
like
man
I'm
on
there
Bumble.
too. Yeah. Like I'm there too, but like you really, like I know how desperate I am to be here. Like I don't want you to match that energy.
What if you see them on two platforms though? I've seen that before, where you see them on Bumble and
It's
Tinder.
grossing me out. Like I'm there too.
Yeah.
But like you shouldn't be. Like it's giving me the ick.
Yeah, fully.
Yeah, just because like I know the place I have to be in to be on all of those apps at once. So to imagine a man in that state, tough to process.
I think if we're gonna get our screen time up that much, sometimes it's just like another. It's just another
I know,
app.
just another game. Like it's like a scrolling game.
They did gamify it. That's
Yeah.
the whole. That's the whole reason that they have users every day, because if they say there's this game that they play
They
where
should
they say
add a more
you might
gaming feature.
you might miss out on the love of your life.
I mean,
if you don't
isn't
check every day.
dating is like a game to get married though? Like the end goal is one thing, but 99.99% of the times it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
An interesting take.
Do you date to get married?
Yeah, I'm so over dating. I feel like I've been ran through it throughout my life, and like a train has been run on me.
Yeah.
And so now I'm just like, I'm so easy. Like I don't go out. I don't like really party like that. I'm like, I need like my wifey or my husband or whatever. And I just want to like settle down in my Topanga house and fuck off.
Mm-hmm. I'm really excited to see your Topanga house journey.
Me
Yes,
too.
you have to come. Y'all have to come.
I would
I
love
want to.
I would love to. I'm looking at that thing.
I don't
like,
even know where Topanga is.
Bro. Okay, have you been to
Is it in the-
Ojai?
Yeah.
I literally
It's
haven't
like,
been out
it's
of
like
LA.
Ojai vibes. Like, I'm trying to think. Have you been to Topanga?
I've been to Ojai,
Okay.
and I know it's like I don't know where Topanga is exactly.
Right before
geographic.
Malibu on
Yeah,
the PCH.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah, and then you go
wow.
20 minutes into the canyon. There's like no service. There's one road that goes through it, and a lot of people don't want to live there because there's like the fires
It's
all
in
the
the
time.
valley, right?
No, it's like I don't.
Isn't the valley the other way?
There's like a valley before Malibu.
Oh, it's a valley.
It's like let's pull it up.
Oh.
There.
Canyon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like kind of
So
near
you drive
Calabasas.
up. There's.
It's
like
right.
Kardashian.
Yeah. So when you enter, it's right before Malibu. And when you exit, it's into Calabasas.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I agree.
It's so funny. Like
Oh my God. Wait, funny story. So I'm like, go to rent this place. And she's like, yeah, like, Topanga's getting really hip. Like this pop star lives next door. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, I'll show you the house. Like maybe because I'm looking to buy, but it's really hard to buy there unless you live there and get like some off market deal because it's such a small community.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, like I'll show you the house. Like I think it could be like something you're looking for longer term. And I'm like, so who's the pop star? And she's like, oh, his name's Steve. I'm like, Steve who? And she's
Stevie
like,
Wonder.
Harvey.
no, she's like Steve Lacey. And I was like, oh,
Oh no way.
not just call Steve Lacey a pop star. And I was like, oh right, I'll take it. I'll take
That's
this
so
house.
sick.
I have like
Yeah.
a horrible question. Who?
There's
Stevie Lacey?
I bite my tongue is a
Oh
bad
yeah, I
habit.
do know who that is.
Yeah, yeah.
You
So
should
what
really
would you consider him?
dive in?
Just like
A
an
savant.
artist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's an
Okay.
artist for sure.
Yeah.
You know, it's so
Totally.
funny. I was at my buddy's place in the hills, and I peed.
Mm-hmm.
We were like having dinner. I like being outside. It's nice.
That's why I like it here in New York. You're like cooped up.
Uh-huh.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, I need to be outside. Like
Sometimes it's really grounding to just
be in the ground.
stream
Yeah.
directly to Mama
into the
Earth.
into the earth.
So I'm peeing outside, and it's kind of like dusk, and like a woman like yells at me, and I'm like, she's like, hey, and I'm like, oop,
Oh, you peed onto
cut
someone?
no, I mean, there's a lot of land. I'm peeing off of kind of like this hill, and it goes down to a valley, and I go inside. I'm like, dude, I think your neighbor just like yelled at me. He's like, yeah, she like really gets annoyed with us. We like park in front of her house
When
all
you
the time.
pee off of the ledge.
And he's like, yeah, she always yells at us when we pee. And I'm like, she has such a huge house. Like, and he's like, I know she purposely hangs out over there to yell at us. And I was like, wow, like how neurotic. And he's like, yeah, she's just like that.
That's a good use.
And that is a good. That is.
But she's an artist. I was like, who is it? Lana
I guess
Del,
it was derogatory.
Lana Del Rey.
Did you say Lena?
Lana Del Rey.
Lana.
Lena, no, wait, Lana. Did you see the thing where she came out and she's like, I'm going bankrupt. Like, I have to go back to like working like a minimum wage job, like music. And,
I don't get how that happens.
Explain to me the house.
Well,
like, in the
Sydney
hills.
Sweeney just did that too, where she's
Yeah.
like, I cannot not work for 6
And she
months
just-
because I can't afford it. Just bought like a $3 million house.
Yeah.
I think they need to change their definition of being able to afford things.
I think after I tried to level with her after like kind of being in the industry, like, you know, I know a lot of people who work like on Broadway who are signing 30 to 40% of their income away to like agents, managers, whatever. You know, I'm like throwing away 10% to my manager,
Right.
10% to my agent, 5% to the business manager, whatever.
Me too.
40% to Uncle Sam. So then you're left
Right.
with that,
Right.
that little bit of the business you created. But you still get to buy a $4 million house.
Right.
So
But
do
you
I feel
can-
bad?
No, you can afford things. You might just not be able to afford the things that you want.
And you're not making the entirety of your income.
Right.
That doesn't mean that you're not still rich.
Guys,
Totally.
she has it really hard.
Sid or
Yeah,
Lana?
Sid.
I mean, I'm sure she has it harder than men in the industry, but yeah, but like she's still closing that $4 million house.
Yeah.
They don't pay actors
Actors
like
like
they
they
used
used
to.
to.
That's true. I was actually talking to my landlord about this because my landlord was saying like the top percentage of the acting industry started making more and more, and then everybody else started getting like
I
moved
mean-
down. Like,
Sorry. Have less actors. Didn't there used to be like 11 actors? Brad Pitt, Angelina
Wait, wait,
Jolie,
wait.
Johnny Depp. Like now there's 50 a day.
can we talk about how we're talking about there's too many actors on a podcast where people are like, stop making podcasts.
know.
There's too many.
There's
podcasts.
too many of everyone.
Yeah.
The industry's-
Everybody just stop doing what
Yeah,
you're doing.
yeah.
Everybody stop working. We're gonna have like a what is it? There's like a working percentage of people that get paid not to work. What is that?
Yeah.
Is
I don't
there?
know. I like that.
Who's
I-
though.
talking about
tell-
that?
tell me
Who
more
was
about
talking
that.
who was running? It was Andrew.
Garfield?
No, who was the guy running for president who said he wanted to have a percentage of people who didn't work and they just got paid like a living wage?
I
Andrew
don't know, but I'm loving
Yes,
that.
yes, yes,
Chen?
yes, yes, yes. I think it was him. Yeah.
Whoa.
Or
That's
wait,
wild.
I think that was from Veep. Wait, I think that was. I think that was one.
I
of
don't watch
the,
TV, so I don't know.
I think that was one of the characters in Veep. Well,
It was a genuine like yeah.
I appreciate you nodding and us being able to move forward. from that.
Always. I mean, I'm waiting for like something to be pulled up, but
Well, no. Well,
I mean-
let's just go with Andrew Chen. Okay, so she's like, they don't pay actors like they used to. I think she's talking about these mega celebrities like an Angelina Jolie that
right.
does one movie and then doesn't really need to work for. I can't even think of a movie Angelina Jolie's in, but that's like the level of A-list where.
Right.
Andrew Yang.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he wanted there to be like
Yeah.
a living wage or something where people didn't work and they just got paid like minimum wage, which makes sense.
Oh, my dad would shit his pants if he heard that sentence.
In a
My
good-
dad would be
In a
like,
bad
"Give me the
way.
money. I'm
Ratchet.
ready to retire." And by retire, just stop working.
Seems like nobody wants to work
Yeah.
anymore.
yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
you want to go?
After
you want
the
to go do it?
after unemployment during COVID, like that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like,
Go figure. No one wants to go work anymore. I can't imagine where they're coming
Right.
yeah,
That's crazy.
9 a.m. podcasts are brutal, you guys. Like,
Seriously.
from.
I guess I am having a hard time just like feeling sympathetic for Sydney Sweeney
Yeah.
at this moment, but
I actually
all
like,
power to her.
I am too. Like I have trouble with it,
Uh-huh.
but I really like her.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to.
I think you can like her and just like not
They-
vibe with one thing she said.
They have two incomes too. Like her and her.
Sydney?
Her.
Oh,
I don't know
and
if they
her
got married. her
fiance.
fiance.
Yeah, she's
wait, who's her
engaged.
fiance?
Just like an old man.
He's not old.
Her.
He's in his 30s.
No, he's older than 30s.
No.
I swear.
Is he 40s?
He might be like 30,
He's
39
Jonathan
plus.
DeVino is
That
let's
is
see.
tiny text.
He is.
Connor, use those retinas.
I'm looking so close at this
Did
thing.
you say use those red?
Yeah, I can't see.
So I'm looking at
Oh
Jonathan.
my god, I was like binging another episode and you had your glasses on, like reading it.
Yeah,
and I was
I
like,
really-
me.
It's bad. Once I get that health insurance, it's game over though.
So my vision has been getting worse,
Uh-huh.
and so I go into the like optometrist and I'm trying to get it checked, and I'm like, yeah, I think my vision got worse. I can't see stuff, like everything's blurry, and he's like, no. You just are like, you developed like stigmatism. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? Like, can we fix that? And he's like, no. You can try these contacts and they just like shift and refocus in your eyes so you can see. But he's like, there's nothing really we can do. Like your eyes just are developing in a weird way.
Is astigmatism when one eyeball has better vision than the other? 'Cause
No.
that's just a word I use and just don't know what it
Well, I
means.
think it can be in one and not the other, but it's the shape of your eye changes for the
Oh.
contact. So like things get blurry around the edges now. And I'm like, great.
You know that astigmatism was just created by AccuView Oasis to sell more contacts. And
No, honestly,
figure
they
out
just don't
how
want
old
to
he
change
was,
the shape.
Con?
he's 38.
He's 38. Okay.
How old
late
is she?
Late 30s.
She's
Younger than us.
22.
Me.
Or,
Yeah.
Yeah. Something.
She's 22.
No, I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry.
No.
That's a lie.
She's 24.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I genuinely think
I like dating older though. My girlfriend's older. I
Mhm.
always date people who are older than me.
Yeah.
I have to say she's done a lot of Netflix stuff, but you're 24. Are you saying they don't pay 24-year-olds like they used to? Because I don't think they ever have.
Right. I don't know.
I think
mean,
most 24-year-olds are at doing a desk job.
I was
an
looking up
entry
like
level.
yeah,
40,
I don't really feel
40
bad
grand
Yeah.
max
for
a year.
her at the end of the day.
I was looking at
Sorry.
how much people have saved by age, because I feel like I'm never saving enough. Like I'm
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
my dad's like Jewish, and like he was super like being like, don't spend your money on
Mm-hmm.
like be super conservative, and like he was just like super like savvy with business and
Yeah.
money always. And I was looking at like how much people have saved, and it's like to have saved over like $1,000 at like 22 or 23, you're in like the top like 90% of people or something. And like to have saved over $20,000, you're in like the top 0.1% of people at like 24 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, my parents are the same way. That's another.
Same.
It's so weird. They're so frugal, which is funny with like stuff.
Uh-huh.
They'll spend on like traveling and stuff, but like stuff, they won't buy.
Yeah. My parents are
Yeah.
just so inconsistent. It's just like we'll like spend so much money to remodel the kitchen, but like we're not going out to eat.
Yeah.
It's just like
No,
okay.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
same.
I'm the same way. It made me like when I started making money be so restrictive, and it
Uh-huh,
really like
yeah.
made me unhappy because I was like again living in this one bed flex in
Right.
New York when I could go get this like big studio in Tribeca, and it made my life suffer because I was scared to spend
Right.
my money because I was like it's going away.
Right.
And then I saw this thing where it's like the tighter you hold money, the quicker it like goes away. Like
It ebbs and
Whoa.
flows. It also ebbs and flows.
That's
If I tried
Found.
to DoorDash or Uber Eats in front of my parents, I think that they would have an aneurysm.
really.
Yeah, that's something that is just like so foreign to them.
whoa.
It's just like lazy, probably, or like
Yeah.
why are you spending double to get it delivered?
That's
and I'm
true.
like, well, let me break it down for you.
Right.
I
I
don't want to
was-
go get it.
I was thinking about like why people
Hungover.
get Teslas and whatever, and like the self-driving, and
Yeah.
after being stuck in like 40 minutes of traffic on PCH, I was like, this makes sense because if I could work for the 40 minutes, like it would pay off how much this car costs, the 10,000 more for self-driving
Yeah, yeah.
in the long term if I can work instead of driving.
I think
Hell yeah.
my issue would be like, oh, cool, I have 40 minutes to work. 40 minutes typing one single tweet.
Yo,
That's
I see
where
you
I
on
am.
Twitter a lot, and I'm like, your tweets are so funny, but I suck at Twitter.
He's
like
so
I-
good at Twitter.
so
I like your
It's
tweets.
insane.
Oh my god,
I
they're,
like your
you know,
retweets a lot too.
Oh, I
You got
like
good
need to get into the meme side of Twitter because that's where all the
Yeah.
memes like
Yeah.
originate. But I feel like I never had it in high school, so I'm either on it when I'm like severely depressed or like trying to flex,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, fuck all my enemies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, ZocDoc Inc. Battleship is a fun board game a lot of us played as kids. As an adult, Calendar Battleship is the frustrating game you play with your doctor, trying to find when you're both free for an appointment, like in 3 months. With ZocDoc, booking an appointment with a doctor that suits your needs, fits your schedule, is in your network, and in your neighborhood is easy.
So I just want to say, the like in your network thing was very hard pill for me to swallow. ZocDoc pun. That was hard to figure out on my own. I've never had health insurance on my own.
Hard.
You could read reviews. It's just
It makes it
it makes
easy.
it so much easier
Yes.
to not have to call your mom
Yeah,
or dad or whoever and try to help them help you explain it.
good
So
point.
ZocDoc is a free app that shows you doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance, and are available when you need them. On ZocDoc, you can find every specialist under the sun. Whether you're trying to straighten those teeth, fix an achy back, get that mole checked out, I need to do that, or anything else, ZocDoc has you covered.
ZocDoc's mobile app is as easy as ordering a ride to a restaurant or getting delivered to your house. Search, find, and book doctors with a few taps. Find and review local doctors, read verified patient reviews from real people who make real appointments. Now, when you walk into that doctor's office, you're all set to see someone in your network who gets you. Go to ZocDoc.com, find the doctor that's right for you, and book an appointment in person or remotely that works for your schedule.
Every month, millions of people use ZocDoc, and I'm one of them. It's my go-to whenever I need to find and book a quality doctor. Go to ZocDoc.com/BANDC and download the ZocDoc app for free. That's free. Then start your search for a top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/BANDC. ZocDoc.com/BANDC. Well, yeah, Twitter for me is like a sounding board where it's like I have no
Right.
pressure. I'm not worried about followers on Twitter. No one comments back and like rips you apart.
Yeah. No, but Twitter can be so mean if they get like the bad side and they
Right.
rip you to shreds.
Yeah, I think with any
Been
platform,
there.
I've said
Yeah,
this
yeah,
100
yeah,
times. Once it hits, when it goes
Yeah.
a certain level viral, it's just the
Yeah.
dumbest people on the planet that get a hold of it and
You block
they
them.
chew on it and they're
Yeah.
you're dumb and stupid. That's like
Yeah.
I got one yesterday that was like, this is your worst work yet.
Oh,
And I said-
I got that too.
Oh my god.
I said I could let this get at me, but I won't. And then I did.
Oh no, fully. When I like gain like during TikTok, like obviously like you're in front of the camera a lot, and I gained like 20 pounds during a period of time, and yeah, and I like posted this picture, and I stopped like going in the sun, and I was just unhappy, and I posted this picture of my outfit, and somebody was like, "Damn, you really fell off," and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like
People are
deleted the picture within 5
Yeah,
minutes because
yeah.
I was like, "Loki, this is not my best work. Like I know the place I'm in, and you're
that's
so
the
right."
worst when people are like, "This isn't it, bestie."
No,
I think bestie derogatory like
yeah.
should be
Bestie negative
illegal.
connotation.
Illegal
Wait.
to say.
Oh, I got a good one. This is good. Keep talking.
The bestie derogatory.
I
Or
see this.
girly,
Girly,
or hey girl,
bestie.
coming to you as a woman.
That should be a cancelable offense.
Yeah.
Yesterday, someone was like, "Bestie, like, you know what's the worst? Bestie, like, this should have stayed in the drafts."
Oh yeah.
Fuck
Oh,
off.
this is what I seen yesterday.
What?
So Doja Cat, who I admire for
You love
her
her.
work, her tweets are really funny too. Doesn't give a shit. She knows her worth. She tweeted something yesterday, just like full blown, like, "You are all so fucking dumb. It scares me." And I was like,
Love
"That's
her.
she's talking to her fans."
No, well, I was
Yeah.
talking to my friend, my like best friend, about Doja Cat because my
Yeah.
really good friend has been in the music industry for a while, and she was like, people don't understand that Doja Cat.
Doja Cat.
Long
Doja
COVID.
Cat.
Welcome to Switzerland. We have Doja Cat.
Das Auto. Or is it Voss Auto? I don't know. But
whatever. Just gonna
Doja
nod.
Cat's been in the industry for so long.
Yeah.
And people think she just now popped during COVID. This woman was working for 8 years before COVID, making music on SoundCloud, pretty big on SoundCloud
That's
for
a good point.
And then
for that.
she blew up during COVID, and they're like, "Great, your career's starting now. Work your ass off." And it's
Right.
like, no, she's been working for like 8
Yeah.
years before this, making music like for a very long time. And now they're like, okay, go on tour, do all these things. Like, she's tired. Like, she's over it. Like,
Exhausted.
yeah, it's really exhausting when people act like you're brand new. When like I'm now 2 years into doing this, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not. I'm tired. Like,
Oh, we get messages all the time about the podcast. Like, we know, hey, I know you're new to this, but here's some
Please.
feedback. I'm like,
How about you do it on your own podcast? If you have feedback, go make your
Oh
own
my God.
podcast, and then
I was reading your comments, and they're like, get her a mic stand.
Yeah.
Like, all these things.
we're
They're like,
working on it.
don't eat into the mic. And they're like,
Yeah.
I was
Shut
like,
up.
Oh my God. Then just like 30 seconds forward.
Well, Doja Cat said, "If you say shit like Doja baby, what is this? In my comment section, I automatically fucking loathe you. Do not return. If I could recognize you all in person, I would refuse to speak to you. That's how
this is
that's how
Doja
not sick I
tweeting?
think it is. Yeah.
I mean, it's like, imagine like you're like just like a normal person. You're
Uh-huh.
getting ready, and your friend's like, eyeliner could be a little sharper, bestie.
Right.
Like that's the
Yeah.
day to day online about
Right.
every little
crazy.
detail.
But the thing is, if your friend said that to you, it's like, okay, like you're my friend. Like these people who are just commenting it, like we don't know you.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
the tone that you're saying it. It just like
I always read it in the
feels-
worst
I know.
tone.
It just feels
Yeah.
Yeah. And you
on
also,
and
if
on
you
and on.
acknowledge it, like open a can of worms, it's like
yeah.
all her
I used
comments
to do
back to
that.
that were like,
I used to acknowledge everything.
Yeah, I used to acknowledge everything and respond in video form, and that it would encourage people to just leave more shitty
Now I
comments.
just block
Now
people.
you block, which
Yeah.
I think I'm pro.
I'm pro block.
I
I'm
love
pro block.
We talked about, do you know Jack Martin?
Yes.
So he would go onto our accounts and find people that were
Wait, he
talking
lives in Canada, right?
Oh,
Australia.
that's Jack Innanen.
No,
Oh,
I'm
In-N-In.
thinking about Jack Innanen.
Yeah.
So Jack
Jack
Martin was our
In-N-Out.
In and out. Jack Martin was our buddy. Rest in peace.
Some power.
Rest in power, Jack Martin. No, he's in Australia shooting a show, but we lived together, all of us, and he would go on our accounts and find people that would say shit like that, and he would block them from his own account so that they weren't fully blocked on everybody. So
He was like, if they don't like your stuff, like
I
I don't
do
want
that.
them
I
looking
don't
at
want
my
them on
stuff.
my
if
page.
I see a hate video about me or even like one of my good friends, I go through those comments and I block those
Yeah.
people because even if it's not on my page,
Right.
I don't want you in my page. Like it's free for you to watch my stuff, so I can take it away at any time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I did a little binge of y'all's pod, and
Oh,
I still want to know like how you guys know each other. I don't know. I feel like you might have gone over this before,
No,
but
that's can't.
Like, how
did you
it can't
meet?
hurt to refresh.
yeah,
We met on TikTok.
TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were pandemic babies, so like we
Yeah.
came
same.
to
Yeah.
rise. 2020.
Now you're like forced to
April.
socialize.
Yeah.
And like meet each other in person. It's
Yeah.
brutal.
Well, I was like to Connor, like, okay, I'm gonna come to California and meet you because I lived in Philly.
Okay.
He lived out here, and he was like, okay, like he was like drunk, right, when you agreed.
Yeah, it was an Elvis.
Yeah.
Elvis, what is that called? Cosplay
Impersonation. Yeah.
You love a dress up moment.
show? Oh man, I wasn't
Yeah.
cosplaying as Elvis. I was watching.
oh.
I was watching fake Elvis perform. In a
Okay,
basement.
okay.
And
Special
then he like drunkenly agreed for me and our other friend Kat, who's on TikTok, to come visit him, and we did. And then it was really fun, and then we just like became really close. And then I moved out here 2021, and then we lived together for a bit, me, Connor, our friend Sally Dar, and Jack, who blocks people. And we had like
A real one.
I don't know if I would call it a content house, but I guess it kind of.
I always
like,
was
making
jealous
videos.
of that because in New York there are a lot of TikTokers now, but at the time like I just felt like I was in my room like doing it alone, and I was like, damn, these content houses gotta look kind of sick, like I'm missing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of don't know a ton of people in the space, and everybody that's in LA knows each other.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
is
true.
nice.
That's
That
true.
is a good thing about LA, but it's also a bad thing about LA.
No, like literally everybody knows each other. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm like this person. They're like, oh, it was at their birthday party the other day. And I'm
No,
like,
no, that is literally what it is. And what's weird is there's no degree of separation
Right.
between like levels of how famous you are on the internet. It's like, yeah,
Did you see the video of Tana Mojo on the carpet with
Wait,
Brad Pitt?
wait,
and
wait,
she
no,
walks
wait.
and Brad Pitt walks by her and she doesn't even flinch, she doesn't even look. She's like, yeah.
no, we were there. We were at
No,
that.
you're so
No.
annoying. That's what I'm saying.
We were.
I have
Go
to.
ahead.
I have
go
to
ahead.
say.
Go
so,
ahead. Go ahead.
Can I come?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's.
I'm paying
Once-
a publicist to be here.
Once
Like, I
people
need
know you're
friends.
here, once people know you're here, you'll be invited.
Oh my god, I'm starting to get the event invites, and I'm like, I don't know who's going, and I don't want to
That's-
show up alone.
Well,
I
that,
know.
Well, you can always hit us
Text
up.
us. Yeah.
It's funny because like LA, as cliche as it sounds, like when you're here, you get cool opportunities.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Uh-huh.
we got invited. This is the second premiere that I've been to. 'Cause I got really accidentally too drunk at the first one, but
You were fine.
so this one,
He was fine.
we show up. It's by like at this theater, whatever. We show up.
Bullet Train.
I didn't
Which
wanna-
Phenomenal film. Was
Go
not
see
I saw
Bullet-
the trailer.
It
Trailer
was
looks good.
so good, and I don't like action movies, but I was hooked.
Wait.
And Brad Pitt is a comedian.
Really?
Yes.
I don't
Okay.
see that from him, but I'm kind of curious now.
Really good.
Go see
Wait,
Bullet Train.
this looks really good, like really well done.
What?
Joey King was phenomenal. Brad Pitt was
Joey King's popping off, like in
Bra-
her glow up era. Like Jacob Elordi is shaking.
This was like it's gonna have people making fan cams
Oh,
of
I'm so
everything.
Yeah, it
excited!
was
I'm
really
so
good.
excited. The
Okay,
bucket hat.
Brad Pitt changed. It's one of those movies where my personality is gonna be temporarily changed. I bought a bucket hat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start wearing trench coats.
I don't blame you.
He
I
is-
feel like you've already been through a bucket hat moment though, like at some point in
I
your
did
life. Yeah,
really
yeah,
early,
yeah,
but
yeah.
this
Did
is,
you ever wear chubbies?
No.
Okay.
No.
What
Sorry,
is that
Chubbs. It's like really loose, baggy shorts.
Continue.
I don't have the legs for it. Anyway, so movie was phenomenal.
Oh,
but-
he looks hot.
yeah, no, he was there, obviously.
Yeah.
And so was Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's in the movie.
Oh my god, I love Bad Bunny.
And Aaron Taylor Johnson. You know who that is?
No.
Did you ever see Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging?
Yes.
Incredible film. The
Oh.
main guy.
Joey King.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Brian
yeah.
Brian Henry was in it too, and he
okay.
was so fucking good. He
Fun.
was there. Anyway, so we're sitting there. I didn't realize that like Joey King, Brad Pitt, Bad Bunny, Brian Henry,
Mhm.
we're all gonna be, and Aaron Taylor Johnson, we're all gonna be sitting next to us. It was really cool. But then I look over at Brooke because we got seated separately. I'm sitting with my,
Shitting yourself,
my
like
friend.
Brad Pitt, like,
I'm looking.
I would piss my pants.
I'm looking back like this. She's in the next row back, and I was gonna wave. Tana Mojo walks up and goes to Brooke, and they're just like hugging, and like Tana Mojo sitting there, and then I'm in the background is Brad Pitt. I'm like, what is this world that we're in?
Tana left like 30 minutes in. God bless her. God bless her soul. But she was not
everywhere.
having it.
She's everywhere.
She got red
She
car-
really
and nowhere at the same time.
She really is.
She got the press in, saw enough of the movie,
Yeah.
got a good
She-
feel, and then I will say this movie, like again, was fun. It was a fun movie.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand it until the last 3 minutes, and I think it was 98 minutes or something.
I actually was shocked that I understood it because I was paying attention. Usually I don't understand movies because they lose me a bit and then I can't come back.
Yeah.
But this one, like, I couldn't stop. It didn't lose my attention for a second because it was nonstop. I guess that's what an action movie is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
tried to watch the Minions movie and it was a whole ass mess.
I have to say something about the Minions.
What?
I like the music that comes out of their
Oh
mouth.
yeah. Oh,
It
did
is-
you hear the Yeet song? The Yeet Minions song?
Yeah.
Oh
No,
my God,
but like
I love Yeet.
I would want to listen to that in the club. Similarly,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I love Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Wait, can we
stuff.
talk about how like party culture is reverting back to clubbing and like going? I'm like people are like, yeah, I went to
I think it
Catch.
started with disco. Like when that disco era where people are like, I want to actually go out and dance and
No,
like,
I feel like because during COVID there were so many like guerrilla parties, like
Yeah.
makeshift
Yeah.
parties, and now we're going back to what it was like when partying was like normal and
Yeah.
accessible, and now it's like going to the club and
Uh-huh.
like please, no,
Ew.
please,
Yeah, I won't be
please.
participating.
I don't
No
really.
bottles at the table, no
Yeah.
vodka
Mm,
cran
I
for
don't-
me.
Yeah, I don't really club. I don't really.
That's
club.
also what's cool about here. There's like house parties, and in New York, it's
Uh-huh.
like nobody has a house to throw a party
True.
in. Like there's like
Yeah.
there's a living room with no windows.
Mhm.
Like,
I love a good house party or like an empty bar with
yeah,
a
like
dance
a rented
floor.
out bar, like all
Yeah.
your friends at the bar. Yeah. yeah.
Otherwise, I'll be home knitting.
I forgot
Yeah.
the last thing about that premiere is that you wanted to talk to Dylan Sprouse.
Yeah, of
I
course
love the
I
Sprouse
did.
twins.
I know, and Connor's friends with Dylan, and he refuses to introduce me.
Wait, I feel
Every
like you're the
single time.
intro with
No.
everybody between y'all, and this,
He
is
will
this was
not-
the hard no. with
No.
Dylan
Connor
Sprouse,
gate-
like of all
Connor
people?
gatekeeps me from a few select people, and
Really?
it's really,
No.
really
Why?
No,
What's
I've
the
been-
origin?
don't-
What? Like
Yes,
you're
you-
embarrassed?
She's
like what?
she's
Yeah,
making
exactly.
up a narrative.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Have you
What?
introduced me to Dylan Sprouse?
You want Dylan all to yourself?
I didn't
You
I don't
were
wanna say this on
speaking to him,
because
and I was there. I'm
Yeah.
clenching my fruit roll up right now in anger.
It's like sweating into your palm. Like a
Every
little-
time this has
like-
happened multiple times. I just want to say hi.
then go say hi.
Introduce me.
No, I didn't
I
want.
don't want to go up as a fan.
I wasn't there to socialize. I didn't want to talk to anyone.
but you were talking to him. Oh, by
They
the
came
way,
up
this
to
is my
me.
friend. So I
Which
don't.
one's dating the model?
Dylan.
Dylan,
Okay,
and
okay,
she was
okay,
there
okay.
too. I just
Well,
want to say hi.
That was the most. Just so you know, I was actively trying not to talk to anyone,
Why?
and then because
Aw.
it was a very packed house when you got in there, and like I was just like, okay, this is. I was totally sober, obviously. Usually, I can go to those
After the
things.
It's not
After the
obvious.
last
Why
room.
don't say obviously? That's not obvious. What?
So my buddy, I didn't realize it came together. He's like, oh, whatever, like,
Your buddy was
Hey.
there with Dylan.
yeah, Tanner. And my first thing I say, because I'm already having that anxiety where you start to just like talk and then it feels like you're drunk. And I was just like, what am I saying? What am I? I couldn't stop talking. And I was like, yeah. Have you guys seen my nipples? And I said that, and that Barbara Palvin's like, no way. They're inviting anyone to these things. And I'm like, why did I just say my nipples? And I was like, yeah, they've been totally showing through my shirt. And then when I start talking about my nipples, for some reason,
They get
like,
hard.
they start to get hard.
Like manifesting it.
Or fully showing, and I'm wearing a white shirt, and it's pretty thin. And I was just like, all right, anyways, I think it's almost 7:30. It was 7:14. And I was like, I need to go sit down in my seat. I was trying to get out of there so fast.
That makes sense. You
Ugh.
feel better now?
No, because that's like the 5th offense,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up.
and
Well,
it's like
so
other
I-
people as well.
Sorry.
I'm surprised that living
make-
together didn't like put a strain on y'all's relationship.
It- mm.
Okay. All right. Well,
Well,
for
Let's not
another
get ahead of
episode.
ourselves.
yeah.
no,
I'm living with
we
my
love
well,
each
me and my
other.
best friend. Well, my best friend's like renting my place, and we lived together for a little bit.
Mhm.
And like literally, it became like siblings. Where I was like, "Shut the fuck
Right.
up! Get out of my face! Take out the trash! Like it's so
Right.
hard."
Yeah.
No, we were okay.
Yeah. There wasn't any
There-
like chores or
Yeah.
like messiness that
Yeah.
was an issue.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think anything was really an issue. Besides getting kicked out of that house.
You got kicked out.
Yeah.
Why?
Connor.
I'm just going to say it. We had a get together, which was it was after, like, stuff was open. So it wasn't like pandemic rules.
Was everybody
Aside-
vaccinated?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had to be here. It was like very early on. It was 2021. So we were out of 2020. It was but LA was still being really strict. So the Airbnb we were staying in was like no gatherings of anyone else outside the
Right.
house. And it was a giant house, and it was 4 of us. And so we had people over.
And
s-
I said, "This is stupid because there are cameras, and we know there are
They're
cameras.
filming you
They're
in
filming
the
us
house?
in the house." So I said, "So why would you set up
I'd
the
be
beer pong
so-
table in
That was-
front of
so
the camera?"
that was Jack
right.
Blockheed Martin.
So I said, "I really don't like this," and Connor said, "Worst comes to worst, we'll get a slap on the wrist."
it's offense 1 after we lived there for 2.5 months. I'm like, they're not going to be. And it was, by the way, 13 people.
I
And it was-
locked
Yeah,
myself
that's
in my room.
frustrating.
And it was outside.
At least it's not like some like really fucked up story or whatever. Like,
No.
it's just them being
But
strict.
7 a.m. rolls around, and everyone's kind of hungover. And I get a call, and I knew that it was the person whose house we were staying in.
Jeez.
And I was like, I rejected it. And I was like, hey,
Oh.
sorry. Hey, sorry.
Can't come to the phone now.
I'm on my way into a meeting. I'm like shaking,
They're like
hungover.
looking at you on the camera, like
They're looking at me in my bunk
bad.
bed, bottom bunk, shaking and
oh
about
my
to
God,
throw up.
A true content house.
It was so bad.
And they're like, no, call now, period. And I was like,
Okay.
hey, what's up? And they're like, so we checked the cameras. Very disappointed in you. I'm like, you're a landlord Airbnb host. Like, I don't need your approval. And then I was like, wait, yeah, I do. And they were like, anyways, pack your bags, be out by noon. And it was like 7 a.m. And so I walk into Brooke's room and I go, hey.
Not noon.
Just like imagine my POV just being like, this is
7
bad.
7:30 a.m.
Locking myself in my room all night, getting a knock on the door,
Hey.
seeing his slimy little face.
Please.
Hey,
and
slimy little you. Something's going on over there.
Yeah,
No,
there's a
it's
little
brutal.
bit. It's a Dylan Sprouse
I'm sorry.
confession.
I know Dylan Sprouse brought out the worst in me. I'm sorry. I brought you a present. If that makes you feel better.
Yeah,
What is it?
It
Yeah.
would make me feel better.
Oh, it's under your chair. Victoria, you have one too. Sorry, I didn't mean that you have a slimy little face. That story just makes me sad. Yeah, I brought you both presents.
Oh, this is so cool.
Connor, you can go first.
Oh. Okay, Brooke got me a hat that says "Women want me, fish fear me."
That was on my Instagram suggested.
Oh my god.
So
I've fallen victim to a
Yeah.
lot of Instagram ads. So cute.
me too. I fell
I
victim
feel
to
weak
that.
because of it.
I guess should I put it on the show?
Yeah, I'm
I read
sorry.
my-
So just so everyone knows, I'm Victoria Paris. I'm a Parisian
Yeah.
Yeah,
fellow
yeah.
today. Okay.
Buddy.
Buddy, I hope you
Buddy.
can forgive me for calling you slimy.
Always forgiven.
Thanks. And then Victoria,
I'll,
I brought you. Just say it.
Brownies with Ranch.
Hell yes.
I saw that on TikTok. Who was saying that that's good? And
Dove
I was like, there's
Cameron?
no way that can be good.
Yeah, so
Oh,
we
I think
have
it's-
tried.
Delish.
Wow,
Okay,
that is
the
sending
sentence star
shivers.
Dove Cameron loves
Yeah.
Brownies and Ranch, but don't at her for it. I'm not trying this.
I'm not gonna add her for it.
Yeah, you gotta
It's
try
10
it.
a.m.
Just
No,
like
it's
a
10
little
a.m.
bit.
No
Oh, did-
ranch.
I'll just fill up.
Yeah, you try it.
No, we all have to try it.
We're
we
all gonna try
We
it.
have to give our 2 cents.
What's the worst thing we've tried before? We've tried some pretty bad things. You know what was really
Guys,
bad? The ice cream and soy sauce was really bad.
I rather that at 10 a.m.
You would
Did you
think.
get
No, the
Forks?
squid ink you didn't try.
Oh no, I wouldn't
Worst
try
thing
that.
ever.
I wouldn't try that. The
Um,
brownies look good though.
Yeah, the brownies look fire.
All right, so just some background for audio only people. We are trying Dove Cameron's favorite TikTok. She said it was so fucking good. Is what word for word. Her brownies and ranch.
That's
Like a good amount.
I'm putting very little ranch on it.
Oh, so you
already ate
it. Oh, bad.
She's
I don't
gagging.
like ranch as it is,
Me
nor
neither.
do I like chocolate.
All right, I'm going in.
Oh, yeah. Bad.
Just not my vibe. It's not my 10 a.m. vibe.
Right.
Kind of
Well.
smells like dog food.
Like not something that should.
Don't judge me. That sounds like the worst, most disgusting thing in the world, but it's unbelievable. It is unbelievably bad.
Not as bad as I was expecting at all.
Can I have some of this?
I think
Yeah, of course.
dog food was pretty spot on.
What's yours
For
is
me.
mine, and what's mine is yours.
Goes without saying, I did not hate that.
What's y'all's star signs?
Gemini.
Gemini? Sick.
Mhm.
Virgo.
How about you? Aries.
Aries.
Yep.
Um,
So, is that a March birthday? Or
April 10th.
April 10th.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
so
I
that,
like really didn't hate that. I have
That's-
to say.
that feels like
I didn't get much ranch, but I already knew I wouldn't like.
Uh
that feels like a pregnancy food.
huh.
Yeah, 100%.
Brownies with ranch.
Did you know when you're like on birth control and stuff, it's like putting you in this like permanent state of like
Yes.
you're pregnant.
Yeah.
So that you
No, I didn't know
can't
that.
like the egg won't fertilize. You should try it.
Mhm.
But
What's a good birth
take a
control for
walk
guys?
in my shoes. Vasectomy.
Okay, sign me up. We
like,
should do a vasectomy live on the show. one
yeah, tube tying. Like
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
vasectomy and tube
I
tying.
can do it.
Sorry, my tubes are tied on this one. I'll try it. I'll try anything once.
Have you guys seen the TikTok series called It Kirkland?
No.
Mm. What is
I
it?
went on it last night.
The TikTok series.
Can you pull up an episode of it? It's so funny. I feel
Uh-huh.
like y'all would love it. It's like this band of like guys, and they take Kirkland alcohol, like Kirkland signature, and they compare it to name brand alcohol. So last night I brought on a bottle of Crown Royales. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
And the Kirkland version, and then you take shots, and it's like Kenny Kirkland, and
Oh.
everybody tries to decide, and it shows that like Kirkland signature is like the same as all these
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Costco has
It's true.
better.
Costco
But
is king.
It was the first time I'd taken a shot in like 5 years. I had to take 2 shots, and it wasn't that bad, but I was expecting myself to be hungover, and I'm proud of myself.
I'm
Feeling
proud
good.
of you too.
I think that means it's
Here it is. Oh my god, it's my favorite. Wait.
It Kirkland, where we try to determine the difference between name brand
So sick.
alcohol
I pulled up to their house
and
and I was like,
Kirkland.
please don't abduct me.
Today's alcohol is
Oh wait.
spiced rum.
whoa, they get a lot of
Yeah, I do think
Oh,
I know
bro.
them.
Yeah, they started 2 weeks ago. They have 170,000.
Oh my god. Good for them.
Are they really fun? Like, is
They're
there?
so I pull up to this house, and it's this massive house. It's fully furnished, like with antiques and whatever. There's 5 dudes and all their girlfriends, and they're like, "Yeah, we moved here 7 months, and this artist Beatrice like rents it to us, and like she's just traveling the world, and they're living in her home, which is like sick, and they just get fucked up every day and make videos and like make music, and their music's great too."
Whoa.
And I
Wow,
was like,
that
good for
seems like
them.
the life.
I was like, I need more friends in LA. Would you like to be friends? And they're like, yeah. Do you want to come on for like a cooking with Costco? And I was like, please.
Wait, so do you think that one did like blew up because you were in it?
No, I wasn't in it. The one
Oh.
I'm in comes out tomorrow, but all of them have been blowing up.
That's sick.
Yeah, and they were like, "Thanks for coming on. Like, we appreciate it." And I'm like, "It's not like you weren't pulling views on your own." Like,
Yeah, this is wild.
Do you have any people on TikTok that like you actively go seek out their page like before you go to bed at night? You're like, I need to check up on them and see how they're doing.
not really. Honestly, I like feel like during the pandemic there was a lot more like, like engaging content. These are the first guys in a while that I've been
you've been,
super
yeah.
into, and I was like, I have to come on, and they're like, come through, like,
it's always a group of friends
bro,
having
yeah.
fun
Oh.
because it's
Most
so
random group of
authentic.
dudes, like,
No, for me, I have to check up on Violet and Scout
oh yeah,
before bed.
Who's that?
And
Maya's so
the twins.
Yeah.
She seems so sweet. You know them, Scotch and Vodka. The
Oh,
the
Scotch and Vodka, yeah.
The
And
babies.
I Emily Mariko.
I followed her.
I
on
met
a-
her, the sweetest,
I bet.
sweetest girl ever.
Oh my god,
We got like
What if she was
breakfast.
just a fucking bitch.
Please.
Rico.
No, I
I
don't.
could not see that
no,
in any universe.
but that would be a fun
That would
plot
be
twist.
awesome.
I could
I-
be a bitch.
I have really. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Did you guys think I'd be a bitch?
No, I think you're just like the least pick me person in a really good
Yeah.
way.
Really? 'Cause I
Yeah.
feel like I'm a big pick me.
No,
Aw.
no, I just think you like say exactly
Wait,
what you're thinking.
Did you just reverse psychology us? Did you just say really? Because I think you just
What?
you just picked me by saying that. Really, I thought I'd be such a pick me. I'm like kind of just mind blown.
Oh, are you
So
saying that
anyway,
would
my,
pick me?
Yes.
Oh.
my manipulative side is coming out.
Oh my god!
Reverse.
You just like casted a net over both of us. No, you're not
No,
a
she's-
pick me.
No.
No. I was gonna say the only account that I've sought out content recently, is this pond. This like woman in her 50s built a pond in her house in like Wisconsin
Oh.
and has bullfrogs that come visit her
Is
pond.
that the one you've been sending me?
Wait, I
Yeah.
want to see
This
that.
is unreal.
I love your song.
And they
Oh,
sh-
thank you.
she was able to ID every one of them, so now they all have names, and one's a total
We have,
dick
like,
bag.
like, trackers
Yeah.
on them.
One's and well, no, it's probably as
It's a
big as
small
this
pond.
area, yeah. But she has frogs come in, and sometimes there's bunnies that come in, and everything's named, and they kind of have their own personalities. So I go check in on them. I watched one the other day. The 2 frogs were playing leapfrog, and I'm not kidding. They had got
Oh, they were really
one hop,
cute.
the next one jumps over the other. Leapfrog was built on facts.
Who thought? Who
Go
thought?
figure. That's like just like a fun thing to learn online.
Mhm.
Online, there's so many resources to learn.
I feel like I'm
Online.
getting dumber. The more I'm chronically online, the dumber I get.
Yeah,
It's a little here, a little there.
yeah. You find something like that you like, that feels good
Okay.
on your brain. And
There's been something. I'm sorry.
that's good.
Anything left to say about the frog?
No, I think I was just kind of droning on.
Okay. There's been something that I've wanted to talk about for the past 4 weeks, and we never get to it. And I really want to get to it today because there's been so much coming out about like unreleased One Direction Audition.
Yeah.
Did I say that? Did I say One Direction?
1D fan
Auditions.
Oh my God. One Direction audition footage.
Yeah.
Harry Styles unreleased audition footage just came out. But what I want to talk about that I feel like we don't talk about enough is Louis Tomlinson's audition that has been out forever since he auditioned. And I just feel like no one talks about the fact that he really went up there, sang Hey There Delilah in the way that he sang it,
Roll the clip.
and then got 3 yeses.
Well, I don't know what you're. I don't know
I
what
want
this
you
is.
to watch,
Watch,
and
watch.
know that this man went on to be
Open
One
ears,
Direction.
open mind, open heart.
And Louis certainly impressed the judges when he first auditioned.
What's your name?
My name's Louis Tomlinson.
Off you go.
Oh, it's what you do to me.
Oh,
It's what you do to me. What you do to me.
It was the haircut. It was the haircut.
All 3 of them said
Louis or something.
yes.
Louis.
That's what I love about like the voice or whatever, where their back's faced to the person
Yeah.
and it's just blind. I feel like looks can really cloud it. Like
But,
you
like-
said, they're judging by the cover.
To
No,
be
no,
honest,
this
I don't
is-
even know why the cover would sway them in this
Back in the day,
This is-
that was the look.
This is
They-
this
all
we
3 of them said
witnessed.
yes.
We witnessed an industry plant come to life. That
Yeah.
was like that's straight up industry
Wait,
plant.
have you like
no one talks about it.
have you read the things about how like K-pop stars are in like binding lifelong contracts? Like
No.
they are like they can't be free of them a lot of times, and so
Whoa,
yeah, it's crazy.
Didn't know
Kesha
that.
vibes.
Scary.
Oh my god, did you see that she said stop using the money sign in my name? She like made a TikTok and she's like, when people still use the money sign,
Wait, why'd she drop the money sign?
I used to have a money sign here.
What is? You have something there.
It said psycho with a money sign on the S, but now all that's left.
Oh.
Now all that's left is
Did that
Cho. Yeah, but I was really drunk, so
Uh-huh.
it wasn't too bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's a scary
thoughts on that
tattoo.
audition?
I,
Just like,
that sounds like me.
mm-hmm.
That's all I have to say.
Right.
Where's he been? Like, what's up with him though? Is what I
like,
want to know.
I don't. I think he's
feel like he's been the-
touring, which is insane.
He's been the most low key one for me.
He is like very low key.
Zayn
But,
he had
like,
a little bit of
'cause
drama.
Zayn,
It's because he got out unscathed somehow from that.
Louis.
Yeah,
He's
he
bad.
did. Yeah, like nobody's resurfacing that clip but us.
Well, he had a kid,
really.
but I
I
think he
love-
might have still been in One Direction when that happened.
I love.
Yeah, he has an album. I just like he's not.
He kind of looks like just random body part. He kind of looks
His
like
haircut hasn't changed at all.
yeah, random body parts
Yeah.
all put together. On the face. I really like celebrities that are so quietly famous. That's the coolest thing ever to me.
That's why you love Doja Cat, because everybody's like,
Yeah, because
so
she's so low
quiet.
key. No, I like when celebrities are just like, I did what I had to do, and now I'm peace out. I'm still gonna make so many royalties.
that's
for
why
the
I
rest
like
of my
really
life.
love Jenna Marbles. Jenna
Yeah.
Marbles, like
She's
haven't
gone.
seen anything from her, haven't heard from her.
It's crazy having the power that she holds, where she could pop back at any second, make a video of her farting, and make several $1 million.
So
Same
true.
with Casey
She could sell merch.
Neistat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll text him. I'll be like, "Where are you at?" And he's like, "Nantucket with the fam. Our
You
house
text
almost
him?
got." I did a podcast with him like really long ago,
Whoa.
and he's like, "Our house almost got set on fire." And I'm like, the way that this man isn't filming any of this, like,
Yeah.
he's just living his life at this point.
That is such a cool place to be in, where you know, just like you could come back whenever you
Oh,
want. People
whatever.
would be
Yeah.
stoked, but you don't have to.
Yeah, he just makes what he
Yeah.
wants now. You know, there's no pressure.
Totally.
We're living the same life in the sense that neither of us are vlogging anything.
Right.
Oh my god, I
Except
was
he's-
looking on your TikToks for
Oh.
like cut downs of this, and I was like, there's none. Like,
Well,
I
yeah.
post more. I post some.
I need to find. I was like, because I like to repost the podcast that I'm on, and I'm
Yeah.
like, we gotta get.
Oh, we'll get you.
clips.
Well,
We'll
we
get
have
you clips.
like
We'll
our
get you-
own TikTok account.
Okay,
of
cool.
Clips of the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
I just have such bad ADHD where like I go to try to remember something that we said or something, and then I listen to the whole thing all the way through, and I forget to look for clips.
I
Adderall.
couldn't make the
Yeah.
clips. I couldn't make the clips. I need somebody to do that for me.
Yeah.
We'll get you all set up.
We will.
Thank you so
Um,
much.
Yeah. Oh my god. Of course.
We have it. Oh wait,
Well-
can I?
Please,
Can I?
that one bullet point.
Which one?
The blocked.
Oh, I can speak very vaguely on that, but I'm not ready to go into detail
Okay,
on what's happened.
Go
Please.
Dumois style vague on this bullet.
I saw
point.
you explain Dumont in another episode, and I was like, that's good. Like, I would not have understood what it was.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dumois.
Something bad happened to me this week.
I don't
it
think it's
depends how you
necessarily
define.
bad.
It depends how you define it, which I will give you the most vague detail. Basically, like one of my big personality trait is just being like so obsessed with people, and like delusion vibes.
I know. I mean, you like Wendy.
Yeah, that was a big thing. Just like my whole brand, like Lady Efron, my username was because I was so obsessed with Zac Efron when I was little, and just kind of changes.
about that.
Yeah, it was my email address. Just kind of changes the person, but the delusion's still there. So one of the people that I'm obsessed
You
with.
take the girl out of the cycle.
Yeah.
You take the cycle.
I don't even know how to say this vaguely. Basically, one of the people that I'm actively obsessed with and speak about often, I've clearly upset someone close to them to the point of them blocking me on all social platforms. So basically, in other words, this person that I'm obsessed with. Girlfriend.
Yeah, and
Just getting like less and
good
less
luck
vague.
figuring out who that is. Everybody that
Just say
listens.
the name at this
has
point.
blocked me, but it's like not public. Their relationship isn't public, so it's like, how would I know that? Which is why
How do you know that? Did you seek this person out?
no, not necessarily. Someone was like, "This is this person's girlfriend," and then when I went to look at it, I was not.
I constantly have
I was not able to see.
I have my guilty pleasure binge or like watches where I go back and I'll go from a burner and I'll look at people from like high school or like ex-boyfriends and I'm like, damn, like you have not changed your LinkedIn profile picture since we broke
Right.
up.
But I think there are two ways to look at me being blocked. One is like, that's so cool that like this person is maybe like threatened by me and my obsessive personality,
or they just
like,
can't help themselves from looking you up.
right.
Yeah.
What I'm nervous about is that this person has brought the hatred of me to said celebrity that I'm obsessed with.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Imagine
that's
that said person is like, this girl's so fucking annoying and she sucks, and then said celebrity I'm obsessed with is like, yeah, she sucks.
I think celebrity
No.
you're obsessed with should get docked some points for dating someone that would block you on all
I'm
platforms.
like, I feel like the obsession that I have with the celebrity has been jeopardized.
Yeah.
By what
No,
happened.
because I feel like if you're a celebrity, that happens to you all the time. But if you're dating somebody who's like not in this scene, you're like, oh, it's fine. Like, don't worry about it, baby. And she's like, I'm gonna block her. He's like, yeah, whatever you feel comfortable with.
She sounds like a freak.
Please.
I
You're like low-key brutal.
I can't say any more detail.
Well,
You're like his face
No
is
one
a
knows
bunch
what I'm
of body
talking
parts.
about.
Cannot provide any more
He's a bunch
detail.
of body parts.
That was rude.
No, yeah.
That was rude. But I'm just saying it kind of looks just like
The Virgo's coming out.
kind of looks like you tried to draw him from memory, but he is him.
Who are we on
You know,
now?
when
Louis
you get the
Thomas.
police,
Sorry.
you do a police report,
Yeah.
and they like describe his
He
face.
does.
Think about Connor. It's like somebody always has to look like something else.
What do I look like?
Like
Let me
somebody
think about it for a
either-
second. Let me look at it.
I look like Miranda Cosgrove.
I'm more about like inanimate
Right.
objects.
Somebody
oh my
has
God.
to look like a piece
oh
of
my
chicken.
God.
or,
That
like-
is even better.
It upsets you for some
It
reason.
doesn't upset
I love
me
that.
at
I
all.
love that. I love like finding like commonalities.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm usually pretty spot on too. I think because
No,
right
you
now
are.
we're sitting so close and I'm not. Yeah. Let me get a good look at you.
It doesn't upset me, Con.
Okay.
I don't want you to think I'm upset with you.
Oh, it's fine.
Do you like your hat?
Yeah. It looks really good on my slimy face.
That's like me after
I
like
feel bad.
that's like me after I like insult anybody and I'm like,
slimy
here's
in a good way.
Okay, so I have two things, but I want to.
Okay.
So
Wait, who do you think our celebrity lookalikes are? Because we have two that we get all the time.
okay, Lady and the Tramp when they're sucking the spaghetti,
Yeah.
the dog. You look like one of the dogs in that.
Oh,
you
that's
don't.
cool.
I haven't gotten that.
Yeah, with the
Because of my
the,
layers, my
especially
new
especially the
haircut?
hairstyle you have right now. I wish we could pull up a pic.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, the dog on the right.
Well, cool. On the right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That dog's cute. That
You
dog's
look like
cute as
the
hell.
Yeah,
scrappy
it's
street
cute.
dog.
People
And
tell me I
then-
look like the fish from Flushed Away. Can you guys Google Flushed Away fish?
I see that dog.
Maybe
Oh wait, I know the fish they're talking.
No, I'm not thinking of Flushed Away. Shark Tale.
Shark Tale. Yeah.
No, I look like the mousy girl from Flushed Away and the fish from Shark Tale.
Wait, the one with the braces?
Yeah. Anyway, we could pull her up at all.
What
Shark
do you
tail
look like? I'm
braces.
thinking
Okay.
about it.
Can
I don't know cartoon character or anything, but I saw a picture of Tom Holland taken in Mexico last
You
week.
kind of look like Tom Holland.
It almost made me. It made me so scared
Scary?
because in my head I was like, did I black out and go paddleboarding? And the
get it.
paparazzi.
you do really
Look how fucking scary that is.
Yeah. Shit.
No, not the hot fish. Yeah, the yellow fish.
Please.
That's Will Smith.
No, maybe. No, is that Will Smith? Is there another girl fish?
There's another fish I think you're talking about, but I think it's another movie.
Oh, maybe I am thinking about the hot fish. Yeah, her.
yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of yours.
Oh, that like that like it's not animated, but it's like this furry bear that I have sent you before that you kind of look like.
Oh my God, Paddington Bear.
No, I'll show you. Well, I'll put it on. No, I'll show you. That's not a fuzzy bear. It's like the scary.
Cute.
No, dude, it's like the most uncomfortable.
I feel like you just look like, I feel like you have one of those faces like super familiar. So I'm like thinking of people from like my high school and I'm like, you look like them.
Yes, someone a couple people have said I look like an unfinished terracotta pot.
Yeah. But you don't look like that much today with your stash.
Okay, cool. That was a funny.
Oh my
thing
God,
I
I've been
forgot.
told I look like Cody Ko.
Oh,
Many
Oh.
times.
oh, I can see that. Sorry, I'm just pulling this up.
I get Amy Winehouse.
Oh, that's a
I
good
can
one.
see
That's a
Amy
good
Winehouse.
one.
Well, we have a couple bullet points that we could touch on, or I could read
Oh.
this interesting Reddit post while I look for this photo.
Okay, no, we could do bullet points.
Yeah, I feel like we'll all have a lot of things to say about these bullet points.
Okay,
So,
You need
Well,
people.
do you want me to take a bullet point while you're looking?
yeah, take a bullet point. I just want to preface these bullet points by saying sometimes Brooke and I have this note page, and it doesn't make a ton of sense, but some things happen during the week, and I want to touch on it, but it
Mhm.
doesn't fit into any sort of structure. And I know that we got one comment last week, not to give anyone any credit, that said that we keep steering the conversation
Mhm.
into a random. That's the point
That's
of
the point
thing.
of the podcast.
So,
yeah.
Thank you for the compliment.
Thank you for
I
the
guess.
feedback. We won't be accepting it
Yeah.
this time.
My mom told
Um,
me I have to stop reading comments. She's like, it's really taking you
I know.
to a
My
dark
therapist
place.
really. It's like, but
I'm trying to get a life coach instead of a therapist. 'Cause I don't know if
Really?
a therapist is for me.
I love my therapist. But I feel a lot worse a lot of the time once I leave. I guess because I'm just like bringing shit up.
It's like doing yoga. Like they say when you do yoga, like you release all this like stress in your life, and it's like when you release it, you're like
Mhm.
left in the wake of it, and you're like, damn,
Mhm.
my life sucks.
The thing my therapist told me about reading comments is like because I literally can't stop.
No, same.
'Cause
I'm
it's
like a
drug. It's a
masochist.
drug addiction.
yeah. I
basically.
love getting hurt.
But it's like she would tell somebody who's addicted to drugs, like don't stop doing drugs cold turkey, but like do them in a safe space. You know? So I have to read the comments in a safe space.
I'm
so
like, if my hair's done and I'm reading a comment that's
Uh-huh.
like you're ugly as shit. I'm like,
right.
okay,
So
okay.
read them when you feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
Like if you're feeling like shit about yourself and then you read comments, you're just gonna feel worse.
or make it into a bit, like be constructive
Right,
with it. That's
right,
what I try to do.
yeah.
I try to take it and weaponize it against them off views and likes and clicks and money.
Oh, that's good.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is
That's-
good.
So
Yeah,
this is
she
what
needs
Brooke
it.
thinks I look like.
Not in a bad way.
Yeah.
How can that
You also
ever-
look like Paddington Bear.
Just like so, I'll see if I can get it on the video.
It's just in the expression. It's the expression.
This?
Yes,
Side profile.
it's cute.
Okay, I found it. It took me that long. Just so that LPSG gang doesn't have anything. Any ammo.
Connor's on a lot of gay forums. Just
What?
large penis support group.
I'm not on them like scrolling them.
He's featured.
I'm featured.
He's a featured
I'm featured.
performer.
Are you using a
Yeah.
selfie camera to see how this looks? What's your lock screen?
A sandwich. Oh, that's a funny story.
Oh, that is a
Wait,
really
why
funny
is it?
story.
Okay, so last Thursday I got extremely
You still use
intoxicated.
Snapchat?
Yeah. What? Everybody doesn't use Snapchat. It's probably
I
my top
love
app.
Snapchat, honestly.
Oh, I have my
Um,
work account.
So last Thursday I was not drinking, obviously, and then I got almost blackout.
Mhm.
'Cause
I
we
would
went to-
say blackout.
we went to a karaoke bar. Yeah, no, almost because
I've never been to a karaoke bar. I've always wanted to
You
go.
should come. It's really fun.
I'm down.
I think if you just are missing a few parts of the night because they're blurry, I don't
Uh-huh.
think that it's.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a brownout, not a blackout.
But you said you didn't remember at all going back to our friend's house.
No, I said I remembered sitting there and singing and stuff. So, anyways, we go to this karaoke
stuff.
bar.
And so, etc.
You are gaslighting me.
I'm
today.
not. Sorry. I'm not. I'm sorry.
Fine,
I'm
you
sorry.
said-
I'm
you
sorry.
said
I'm sorry.
this.
I feel really
No,
bad.
I
I
said
feel really bad.
what
I
I-
feel really
Ganged
bad.
up
did
on?
say, a
I
feel
little
really
bit.
bad. I feel bad.
I'll come
Jesus.
defend you.
I feel really bad.
Okay, so the reality that I
Talk to
live
your
in,
therapist.
I know.
which is my memory of my life, is basically I get out of the Uber at my house, and as he drives away, I'm like pulling out my flashlight to walk up my stairs, and I go, my phone's in the Uber, and I'm
Starts
like,
running.
what do I do? I'm like, I can't sprint after his car.
Mhm.
It's like 3 a.m. Can't sprint after his car, so I like run upstairs, go to my laptop, and FaceTime it. He's not answering, and I go, all right, whatever. It was on like 70%. I'll go find it in the morning.
Right.
So in the morning, I check Find My Friends. It's not there. It's in the most random scary area ever, and I drive all the way there, 45 minutes using MapQuest.
Uh-huh.
Like download it.
Wow.
So I was like, okay,
Like,
take
you
this
didn't,
next.
you like,
Wow.
printed out the instructions.
How did people used to just?
My dad used to print them out. Like he used to have all the cues and like in a binder with
That
like, the
is-
hotel
Isn't that
confirmation.
nuts?
Like yeah.
No, so I'm
He
on
was
my
diligent.
laptop. Like, okay, next exit 35.
Well, you
I'm,
have
like,
to
clicking it.
contact Uber
Driving,
support.
scrolling, like-
The funniest part is when you contacted Uber support and they were like,
Okay,
what does
so,
your phone
so
look
I
like?
contact Uber support, and they're like, okay, cool. To access your account, we've sent you a ping to your phone.
Please.
I lost my phone, so I can't access the ping. What do I do?
right.
You can contact support. So I'm going back and forth with support for like 2 hours on my laptop because I drive all the way to this guy's house, and he has a fence that is so far away from his
Right.
house that I would have to scream and it's like 11:30 a.m.
Hey!
and I didn't want to scream in the
Right.
in this neighborhood, and I didn't want to hop his fence to go knock on his door because he had sheets and newspapers covering his windows.
Sure.
And I could see his car, and I saw where my phone was pinged. It was definitely in his driveway.
Breaking the window.
So I go to a Starbucks. I sit there and I'm going back and forth, and they're like, "Okay, please, thanks for being patient while we sort this out. What did your phone look like?" And I was like, "It was in a black case. It's an iPhone." They're like, "We just need you to confirm your background, your screen background." And I was like, "It's a close up of a turkey club." And it is. It's a close up of a turkey club. And
That's my turkey club that I randomly airdropped him a few weeks
what's
ago.
funny is that like
You guys have such a great relationship.
I love
Thank
turkey.
you.
I love turkey clubs so much. Oh, it gives me chills. I love turkey clubs so much that I was
Wait,
like,
this is the phone that was in the Uber that
yeah. And they
Oh,
go,
so-
"Oh, good news. We found your. We can confirm that
the
your
turkey club has been located.
phone." They
we
confirmed it.
pinged the turkey club.
They can confirm it via turkey club. Anyway, so I have my phone, but
You can never change that lock screen now.
No, I don't want you to ever.
oh, we should have talked about dating apps.
We can.
earlier.
We can talk about it now.
Okay, so one of the bullet points, these random bullet points that we don't know how to fit them in, or even if we should talk about them. One is loud yawning. So the fights that I got in with my parents this weekend that actually sent them home a day early was they've both developed this yawn, which is like a learned response, I think, to piss me off because they taught me not to do this in public. They taught me that. So why have they now developed it? Because they know it'll make me mad, I think.
I think also like when you become older, your parents like you're not around them, so everything they do, like my
Right,
brother's
good point.
breathing too. I'm like, could you just stop? Like,
So-
could you just
Yeah.
stop breathing?
A normal yawn,
Totally.
like anyone normal would do in public, would be
I've never had my parents say that.
Okay.
I'm a loud yawner.
a yawn that you shouldn't do in public that my dad did at Panera Bread.
Uh-huh.
I was like, what? No way.
Uh-huh.
There's no way this is real. And he did it.
Plot
And I was
twist.
like, we're going to get kicked out of this establishment.
Do you think it's because they don't have anybody to tell to like have better manners anymore, that they just kind of like exist in this vacuum now where they can do
Maybe
whatever
they
they
just
want?
to start something with you.
I think
Have
that
a
is
real
it.
connection.
They're passive as
They
want
to
to
I
connect.
feel something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to
Mhm.
fight. Like,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Could be. I'll square up, Pete.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just the yawning thing is just driving me crazy. I don't know if you guys have anything with sounds like yawning or chewing, or
Not really.
I think you know that I have my chewing
I know
thing.
you have your
but
chewing thing. Yeah.
I like when I'm like focused and like totally by myself. I do this thing where I'm like when I'm focusing, and,
Yeah.
and I like when I was in dorms, my roommate would be like, "Victoria, shut the fuck up," and my like girlfriend now is like, "Yeah, you still do that," because I have like a little gap in the top of my front teeth, and
Oh.
I'll even do it on podcasts, like when people are talking and I'm silent, I'm like,
you know when I think someone should be put in a, like
To
long
rest.
term
Put down?
To rest.
to be taken out back, yeah, is when they do this. They itch their throat with their tongue.
Oh, like,
"Wait, how do you do that?"
Like-
wait,
are you
what?
doing it?
Yeah, I
you
tried
do
to do
that?
it.
How
I
do
can't
you do
really
it?
do it.
When they go like this.
Oh.
Oh, I've never seen somebody do that.
It's like when your throat is itchy and they're
Yeah.
itching you with their tongue. No.
My friend does that all the time.
it's sick in the
it
head.
It is a tough one. But I think the only noises that really bother me is when someone's just talking really loudly.
Oh yeah, I don't like
use
loud
your
noises.
indoor voice.
Oh,
I say as I'm screaming
I
at
think
the
I
top
have
of my
hearing
lungs.
problems though.
Really?
Because I literally wore my AirPod Maxes for 2 years straight, and like
Oh.
full volume, and I'll be in the car and I'll turn the volume all the way to full, and I'm like, this still isn't loud enough.
Speaking of volume, I think we should end on Jane Lynch's tweet from this week.
Oh,
Okay.
goody,
I don't know
goody,
this.
goody.
Okay.
Oh.
So Jane Lynch tweeted,
Wait, okay, who is Jane?
Jane Lynch is Sue from, did you ever see Glee?
She's
You would-
yeah,
Sue Sylvester,
Yeah.
the cheerleading coach.
What else
Okay,
is she
and
in?
she's
that I've-
currently, she's in just everything.
Yeah.
40-year-old virgin. Can you pull up a picture of Jane Lynch for Connor? Like you,
No, I know.
In
I
the
know what she
tracksuit,
looks like. I
in
know
the
what she looks like.
track-
oh, she's just like in everything.
She's in Wreck-It Ralph
She was
and
in
Shrek.
Wow.
Maybe you know her from the Selena Gomez version of
She was
the
in
Cinderella
Talladega Nights.
Story.
Is my favorite movie. Talladega Nights,
never seen
Restrepo,
it.
and Rush. My favorite movies.
I just rewatched Talladega Nights.
So
It's
good.
gold.
Never seen
It's
it.
comedy gold. Molly Shannon's in it, and
Uh-huh.
that's my favorite
You love
character she's
Molly.
ever played. It's just
Wait,
drunk,
which character?
drunk wife of like the really rich
Is
dude.
she the one who was like, sign my tits? And then
No,
they get
she's
her
the
dating?
one up top holding the martini, and she's like, when the cars go by, she's like, feel the vibrations.
Oh, the
And
owner's
she-
wife. The
yeah, the owner's wife.
Yeah.
And she's just like drunk the
She
whole
is a
time.
great actress. I
She's
wonder
so
if she's
funny.
a method actress.
Okay.
She is drunk. Like,
I don't know. I told this. I don't know if I ever told this. I almost got in a car wreck in West Hollywood because I saw I saw someone that looked like her, and I was like, "Whoa, that woman
Wait, can we
looks."
pull up a picture of Molly Shannon? I need like a visual.
Sorry to totally
No,
reroute the
you're
conversation, but
You're good. No.
We're getting it on you now. This is
That's fine.
I saw another episode where you're like, I love Amy Poehler, and it's like this similar genre of women like
yeah.
you love.
Well, they're good. They're talented.
Yeah.
But I'm pulling around the side of this building, and then I see someone that looks like her, and then I'm like, whoa, the other dude she's sitting with looks like Will Ferrell. Pull around the corner, I'm like, that's freaking Will Ferrell. And they were having coffee, and I parked in front of a fire hydrant, like as most in front that you could ever do. And then had a baguette sitting next to them, thinking they would recognize me for some reason. That's where my head's at.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Jane Lynch.
Jane Lynch tweeted, I love women. I am woman. Our voices are higher than men's voices. Women's voices can get into the annoying area if it gets too high.
It's true.
If you're doing a podcast, consider lowering your pitch a tad. If you think I'm being sexist about this, then I don't know what to do with you. She doesn't know what to do with you.
The internalized misogyny is just so palpable. Like,
I think it's like, okay, one thing if you think that, like, why would you, like, you know what you're going to, it's just like JK
But I think
Rowling
this is a
energy.
lesson to all of us here.
lower
Anyways.
our mics, lower our voices.
This is just like JK Rowling energy when she's like, I'm not transphobic, but trans people shouldn't be in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm so
Did you-
good. Thanks
did
for
you
prefacing
guys-
it.
Did you guys see who was the rapper who just came out as non-binary?
G-Flip?
No,
Demi Lovato.
it was. Is it Playboi Carti or Lil Uzi Vert?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Lil Uzi Vert is now non-binary, so it goes by they them pronouns.
Uh-huh.
And so Lil Uzi Vert's girlfriend tweeted, "Just came home from the nail salon. Just came home from the nail tech. He asked me, did you get French or like stiletto? He knows too much." And then she responds to the tweet and goes, oh shit, asterisk, they.
Oh,
I'm like,
that's
not your
funny.
girlfriend misgendering
Oh.
you.
That's
Wow.
I love Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, but then their girlfriend totally misgendered them in a tweet and then responded, didn't delete the tweet, but responded and goes, oh shit, they.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do is just like quickly correct.
Right.
Yeah, that's all you can do, but it's
Right.
like writing. Like you could easily
Yeah,
just
you
delete
could
and
delete it.
rewrite
You could
it.
really-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The effort's there.
It's also the
That's
person who's around you all the time. Like,
hard. Well, that's really fun.
That is.
Well, I think we wrap up. We haven't even. I don't know how that was 75 minutes.
Time flies.
Time
when
flies when
time
you're having
flies
fun
when you're
with
being-
ranch.
When you're being slimy.
Truly slimy. But Victoria Paris, that was too
You are
easy
great.
almost.
Thank you so much for coming. Ooh, people are gonna love
That's gonna be-
that.
It's gonna be that actually sent chills from the back of my head
you guys
to
watch
my
ASMR?
asshole.
I've been really in an ASMR.
No,
hole.
but I would enjoy it.
Did you know they try to like demonetize it on YouTube because they think it's some weird like porn stuff?
shit?
Yeah.
Really?
Which I
No.
low-key get because it like put me the fuck to sleep. It
Really?
hit me in the spine. But thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Come back anytime.
Yeah, and you're gonna move out here. I also, in an ideal world, would be bi-coastal, so maybe we could get a plane together.
Uh-huh. That would be
Yeah.
good.
What airline do you fly though?
Any that will take me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like, I'm on a blacklist for a few, but
Yeah, I can't believe I'm not. It's kind of crazy.
it is.
But thank you. You're the best.
Seriously, thank you.
Thank you guys for listening. Victoria, will you plug some stuff?
at Victoria Paris on any and everything.
Oh, that's so
Really
nice to just
easy.
have like one consistent.
No, I'm like Twitter's 2 A's, Instagram's 1 A,
Really?
YouTube is my full name.
Really?
Yeah, it's annoying.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
the first thing I was like, it was Victoria Paris F for a little bit, and I was like, drop the F on everything.
Drop the F.
What's
Yeah,
the F?
I've always said that.
We're not getting into it.
You have a.
It's Victoria fucking Paris.
No, it's not. Victoria. It would be Victoria Paris fucking.
That too.
And
Anyways,
next-
guys,
we'll
thank
see
you
you
so much
next
for
week.
listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Smooches.